Good morning. I am trying to get ready for our 18-day vacation where we will make our way across the country with all of our kids and then come back again. And I'm not ready. Like, I've got too many things to do, way too many things to get done before we leave tomorrow. We leave tomorrow at like 1 o'clock and no time at all. Tonight it's gonna be another late night, I think, trying to get ready. Going out to the storage unit right now to get those pallets, those last little bits of pallets. I thought I was gonna have time. I just stopped at the hardware store. I'm gonna show you these that I bought. Hold on, don't be too critical. All right, so I bought these little fittings. This is a little male-female coupling for an air compressor. I was gonna use my little pump air compressor to try to blow stuff off. Well, backstory, this is a very talented woodworker, used to frame houses. I've had him do a little work for me before. He made a mount for my sink in the lab. You've seen that little wooden kind of mount where the sink goes to. He made that, did a very, very good job. So I wanted some shelves in the lab. I needed some basic shelving. Came in there this last weekend, did a great job. But there's sawdust all over the lab, which I'm not happy about because I've got good equipment in there and I don't like the idea of dust invading its internal mechanics. So, best way to do that, best way to clean off dust is an air compressor. I was gonna use my little lab pump one. It's about 80 PSI rated, and I was testing it yesterday and it was just like nothing. Thinking to myself, this is not gonna work. Then I also had the thought, what if the reason this is very low air in here, coming out of here, is because it's got sawdust all over it. I didn't want to entertain that thought for too long, needless to say. Got my big air compressor, got the ramps out. You can maybe see it in the back of the truck right now. You can see the little green popping up out there. It's a Makita, good air compressor. My dad got it for me. It's heavy though, it's like 90 pounds. So you don't want to just, like, normally I would have just, you know, like back squatted it into the, or front squatted it into the car, but I threw my back out the other day. I didn't throw it out, but it's not in the best shape. And so I didn't think that would be prudent to pick it up. And so I got the ramps out, pushed it up, and it's in there. It's in there nicely, actually, right now. I'll get it out when I get to the lab and keep it there for a little while. I'm missing some fittings. I got these fittings so I could put this blower attachment. It turns the whole air compressor into a controllable blower, which, you know, that's a very nice way to get things cleaned off really quickly. Just blow it off, you know. And that's the attachment they use for it. And I don't have the fittings, the right fittings. I don't think I do anyway. And so I bought a couple just to be safe. Got the Teflon tape. I might not have the wrenches I need either, but it doesn't really matter because getting my lab dusted out today is a luxury. I don't know that I have that luxury. I've got to head out to the cave after this. I'm not going to even worry about the fact that there's no power in the all-fill or the airlock or the Vindicator. I'm not even going to worry about that right now. Our electrician knows about it. He's going to be coming out there to install the PLC here shortly. He can probably figure it out then. I mean, not probably. He can figure it out then. There's no doubt. So I'm going to put the power thing to bed. I am going to go out there. I'm going to get all of the things. First thing I'm going to do is get the airlock taken apart so I can get in there and clean it out a little bit. Then I'm gonna get all of the stuff organized for our electrician so he kind of knows what he needs to do when he gets in. I'll be gone. And then I'm gonna get some samples. I gotta get some samples sent off for this new product we're working on. We're gonna do, it's a capsule-based product. And so we're gonna do some bulk density testing well, it's not bulk density testing, it's basically slug testing. See how much we can get into a capsule. That's very important for the serving size that I'm after. So I need to get some samples. Need to get some samples sent off. I have not thrown any of those away, I don't think, any of the samples that I have, so I should be able to get the appropriate amount sent off so they can test. What else? First things first, though. Spit a little bit. Sorry about that. You're in high school or college, someone spits on you, and you learn like not to just call them out the moment they do. Hey, you just spit on me. Hey, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. As you get older, you're like, all right, well, I guess I'm just gonna spit on me until they're done talking, and then I can wipe it off. First things first, I have to get these pallets out. I've got to get them. I've got a little jigsaw there to cut them up if I need to. And so probably what I'm going to do, I'm going to get there. I'm going to, I'll set the camera up so you can watch me do that if you care. I mean, it'll be there. You'll have the footage. Then I'll back the truck in. I've got some ratchet straps. I got to take the air compressor out. So you got to watch me do that too. And then I might have to take 2 trips. This is going to be tight. It's 11:43, so it is the morning. I'd like to be out at the cave by 2:30, so this is gonna be tight. Like I've gotten used to enough running around doing errands, finishing projects here and there, all over town, in the country, that I have a sense of time. Like, I mean, when I say sense of time, I don't mean to sound like existential or anything, or I don't even eccentric what the right word is, but I have a sense of how long things are going to take. And I'm thinking right now, it's 11:45, or roughly 11:45 a.m. I've made 1 trip already with those pallets. I need to get the rest back to my house, because I got a dumpster there. And if I can do it in 1 trip, which there's a good chance I can with the ratchet straps, if I can do it in 1 trip, then I'll be fine. But I have to do 2 trips, which I'd say put it at like a 35% chance I'll have to do 2 trips. Maybe 60 actually, might be really undershooting that. If I gotta do 2 trips, I'm gonna be pushing it to get out to the cave by 2:30, 2:40. So yeah, so let me just let me lay it out high level for you, like what's going on, where everything's at, because I don't think I've done that in the last few days. Getting the lab cleaned up so I can start working out of there. I've got a new freezer unit in there, which I'll be able to store samples in. I told you a little bit about that yesterday. Getting the lab cleaned up, ready to go for marketing, doing some marketing out of the lab for stateside. Okay, so that's the lab is going to be a staging area for marketing, and I'm getting that ready. It's been in the process of getting ready for like 6-7 months now. Okay, so step 1 right now is getting junk out of there. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Production, producing more bags, producing more stateside material products. Getting we got to get the new PLC installed. That's what the electrician is doing. We got to get the pack room a little bit better lit. I don't like the lighting in there. We've got to get the quick pouch, or the pouch opener, so we can increase efficiency on the production line. We can increase throughput. Those are 3 big things. What else? That kind of is. Those are the most prescient things right now. Those for production. Lab. I know where I'm. Research. I know where I'm going on this. I know what it is. I am going to be. I've been doing this for a long time now. I've been trying to extract Rubisco, but now I know this is what I'm supposed to do. I know it's what I'm supposed to do. I believe it. And so I'm going to be focusing more on Rubisco extraction. I might have to do the whole trial over again, because that clear brown juice I've got in my fridge, it might do a little bit of over fermentation by the time I get back. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be okay. I'm not keen on freezing it because I don't know how that will affect the properties. But that clear brown juice, that should be rich in Rubisco. How pure can I get it? Remains to be seen. I don't know. Those are it though. Those are the big 3. That's where I'm at. Oh, and on the production side too, this feeds into the marketing. We'll do a ton of marketing out at the production facility, because why not? We can show off our product getting made. I think that's awesome. I think it's cool. And you know what? If I think it's cool, I think a lot of other people will think it's cool. And that tends to, in life, I think that tends to be true. And we're all fairly similar. There's nothing new under the sun. Got What the Fox Say playing here on Sirius XM Channel 11. All right. Anything else? Anything else you want to know? that I want to tell you. I don't think so. It's too bad there's no little two-way communication right now, because this would be the time for questions, but it's not the format. You know, it's not the format. The format is I talk, and maybe you listen long enough that you hear me say something that is that makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off, and I'll restart things when I get to the lab, and you can start watching the whole cleanup process. I try to make this to where you get to have a sense of what's going on and a sense of how it happens. You know, like that's the best way to follow something. Here are the thoughts of what I want to do, where we're at, and here's me actually doing it. I will say this: over these next 2-3 weeks, I'm not gonna be doing a lot of things out lab production, obviously, because I'll be on vacation, but I'll have time to send a lot more emails, make calls, whatever. And one thing I've thought about is over this next couple weeks, I want to try to organize my system a little bit better. Like I'm determined to get organized. I think God's gonna help me get organized too. I think He wants that as well. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna work on that. I'm slowly but surely getting organized. It feels good. It feels really good. It's painful at first, because it's just in order to declutter and condense. Like you have to sort of lay everything out on the table at first. Like you got to do that. I think checklists are gonna be one that I really pursue. There's a great book on it called The Checklist Manifesto. Like I love checklists. Apparently, checklists have decreased the amount of just like negligible human error accidents in surgery. Same with like so many, my sister's a pilot, so many crashes are human error. Same thing with flying, I believe, because like we're running around doing things. If we've got 7 things that need to take place to make sure that a procedure is carried out effectively and appropriately, we might forget one of those, and one of those might be catastrophic. Like, hey, make sure the scalpel isn't still in the liver, Bill. Okay, because we don't want to have to go back in there to get something that didn't need to be in there in the first place. We don't want to have to treat sepsis if we don't have to. Right? So go back and make sure that no surgical tools are still stuck in the patient. Like that kind of stuff, and it seems kind of crazy, but again, we can only hold so many things in our mind at one time. If that list is long enough, we can forget stuff. So checklists are like, I think they're killer. They can sometimes be a pain to go through, so I feel like you gotta appropriately make them. But that's I think one thing I'm gonna be trying to use checklists. Well, I've already said bye once, and so I think there's becoming a theme here that I just have a tough time. I've got a tough time with this, with saying goodbye. I'm working on it, all right? So, you guys ready for this? Let's break some stuff. Kind of busted my thumb on that one. Not really, but a little bit. I got another idea. Hold on. I don't think I'm gonna do it this way again. That's that. Definitely doesn't seem like a lot of wood. Old jigsaw here. Be very careful, kids. I should back up a little bit so you're just not looking at my top of my shirt the whole time. I'm gonna use over here as kind of a little makeshift sawhorse. That's all I got. Firing and doing that. At least I'm wrong. That seems a lot less wood now all of a sudden. Stepped on a nail there. I knew it was going to happen if I wasn't careful. Alright, I gotta be more careful about what I'm doing, right? I'm gonna step on the nail and it's not gonna be fun. I have to go get a tetanus shot right before my vacation. I'm about to lose my sawhorse though, is the only problem. Look at this. I'd just like to wake up 3 in the morning and have some guy standing over you with one of these things. Huh? That'd be kind of scary. I feel like I'm gonna have to cut that guy apart too, right here. Definitely feel like 2 trips about that. Not quite. Okay, that's one. rest of this can definitely make it. Maybe let's get this guy though, huh? Uh-oh. Saw blade's gone. Casualty. Get as much of the rest of this as I can, and then take this home and put it in the case. Come here and just clean out. That would be really good. Check my wrenches. I need to see if I got some wrenches for that air compressor over there. And if I could do that, that would be good. See you at the cave. Well, I did think it would be a little weird just to show up at the cave without ever. So I was just kind of like back there working every now and then, saying hi, making a comment. I stepped on a nail. I stepped on a nail and it went through my shoe, but not into my foot. So that was good. Could have been bad. Didn't make this green line. Got all my pallets falling out. Well, okay. So I'm gonna go. I've decided. I've made an executive decision here. I'm in shorts and a shirt that I haven't, of course, been wearing for like 3 or 4 days in a row. Goes without saying. And I was gonna change when I got home because I wanted it's cold in the cave. But you know what? I've decided I'm not gonna do that today. I gotta go. I'm up against it. It's 1:30. By the time I get done unloading these, maybe it will be 2. Maybe if I'm lucky. And that puts me out of the cave by 2:40, which is fine, that's doable. But changing, we got a babysitter at the house right now, so I don't want to run in and mess up. You know, she's probably got the kids down and a nice routine going. I don't want to upset any of the kids if they see me. So I'm just gonna unload all my stuff into the dumpster, not even, hopefully all the kids are inside so they don't see me, and I'm just gonna jet out of there, shorts and all. So I'll check in with you when I get to the cave, and we can go from there on getting that airlock taken apart. I'm not messing with the power anymore. I'm just trying to get everything organized as best I can before I leave. And the last thing in that list is getting the airlock taken apart, which I think I know how to do. So, all right, I have made it to the cave, 2:36. I've been informed that I need to be back by 6:30. So if I was gonna work late tonight, I don't know that that's gonna happen. Because my wife is gonna be doing some stuff to get ready for our trip, and she won't be back by 6:30, which means I need to be back by 6:30 to put the kids down. So I'm gonna be up against it again the rest of the day. So I'm gonna get inside there and get moving on that airlock. See what we can get figured out here. All right, we'll see you inside in just a few minutes.
15 years that I left the level, they still I'm an outlaw, still wanna shout for the crowd roaring when I'm showing about.
Man, we got some thunderheads straight ahead. Looks like some big time storms coming into this area. I'm back in town, and I did finish. So I got the airlock all cleaned up, ready to go. I'll tell you this, it's predictable, but I took it apart again because I was not satisfied with, there's a little gap between the housing and the front plate of that airlock, and I was looking at some other airlocks, looking at pictures of ours above the all-fill, and I thought that it needed to be a little bit closer, and I think I had done something wrong. So I took it off, and I didn't think I was gonna make it. With the help of God, I was able to get it on there, and it was good. I feel good about it. There's no gap in there between the housing and that front plate. I think I smashed my finger a little bit trying to tighten one of those little nuts, or bolt pins, whatever you call them. So now I'm back in town. It's about 8:30, a little after 8:35. Just up against it, trying to get out of town, or trying to get everything like squared away before I get out of town. I'm going to my office to grab my computer. I had a video, by the way, that I put it to upload today, and it was 12 hours ago, and it's still showing that it's still processing. And then I think it says like no estimate as to something. I don't know. I think I need to cancel it and re-upload it. I'm not sure. That's extremely annoying though. Okay, what else? What else? I'm not going back out to the cave tomorrow. Will not have time. Tomorrow I'm basically getting up, going, and getting those pallets out of the storage unit. Those last bits of pallets. Oh man, there's a storm of cars coming right now. I can see them. And I'm just not even gonna try this right now. It's a little dark. There's a storm coming in. I'm just gonna watch. If someone wants to roll up behind me and flip me the bird, then you know what? That's their prerogative. What else was I gonna say? I think I mentioned that I will go out to my storage unit. Storage unit. I call it that. No, not going to the storage unit. Going to the lab. And I'm getting the rest of those pallets out. I have to, because that dumpster that we're using is gonna be gone when I get back. So, and there's a heavy looking storm right in front of us. Jiminy. Wouldn't want to be. I mean, like I can see it coming out from the clouds right now. I can see the rain coming down. You know, you can see sometimes, like in the distance, you can see GP coming. Oh, let's put that light. Okay, well, I guess just wait for this light to turn green for these people, you know, want to get out and take it to blows for whatever reason. I don't think I have any more updates for the night though. Tomorrow we'll get that last bit of pallet out of the lab, and then that's it. That's it for like 2 weeks. Maybe I'll try to check in at some point, but I won't have much to check in on. I will be making lots of calls and plenty of emails over the vacation. I can't just go completely dark for 18 days. Can't do that. But yeah, it'll be good. At any rate, I'm about to pull in my office now, and I'll check in with you tomorrow before I head out. Probably at the lab, or maybe on my way to the lab. Okay, hope everyone has a good night. Lightning out in the distance right there. Take care. I've got really nothing to say. I just wanted to turn the camera on for a moment because it's dark. It's 10. Like, I was there at the office for like, you know, close to rounding out on 2 hours, a little less, and it's storming right now, which is great. I love this. And I've got some 90s music on, 90s on 9s, and gosh, I would think the 90s channel on Sirius is like crushing it these days. So many of us millennials are just, we're reaching for good times there, you know? Yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of nice. It's really nice. So I don't know what you're catching here. You can even see me. You know, I can see the little red light, but it looks like I'm not really even showing up on screen. It's been too dark. This might be really hard for me to drive in. If not, if I hadn't made the drive so many times, it's like muscle memory at this point. So, okay, well, hope everyone has a good rest of their night. I'm gonna get home and try to get some packing done and see what else. Hopefully, I get to bed before midnight. All right, everyone, have a good night. See you in the morning.